I was 8 years old when we moved into a large house just outside Temecula. From the outside, it looked normal. Sun-bleached wood, a wide yard, a quiet road. But inside, the air felt heavy, like the house was aware of us. At first, the activity was easy to ignore. Toys would turn on by themselves. The attic creaked at night. Little things you explain away because you want to feel safe. That changed the night my mother woke up to static coming from the baby monitor. Then, a man's voice cut through it. Clear. Deep. Speaking calmly, as if he were standing right beside my baby brother's crib. My mother ran down the hall and froze in the doorway. A black shape hovered over my brother Xander's crib, bent forward like it was listening to him breathe. When she screamed, it shot backward into the closet and slammed the door so hard the walls shook. After that, Xander's crib stayed in my mother's room. The house didn't like that. We got a yellow lab puppy named Berkeley, hoping he'd bring comfort. But the first time he walked into the playroom, his fur stood straight up. He bared his teeth and snarled at an empty corner until my mother dragged him out. On Thanksgiving, the house was full of people. Laughter, noise, plates clinking. Then Xander started crying. He pointed across the room, his finger following something no one else could see. Everyone laughed it off. A few days later, he screamed again. The man grabbed me. He cried. He tried to pull me into the toy box. We dumped every toy onto the floor and left the box empty. Minutes later, the paper chain I'd made in school lifted off the wall, twisted slowly in the air, then snapped down like something had lost patience. From that night on, we slept together in my mother's room with the door locked. Because after midnight, the house woke up. Footsteps climbed the stairs, pots clanged in the kitchen, toys spoke in voices they weren't programmed to have. And the attic sounded like something was dancing above us at exactly 3 a.m. My mother told me, don't show it fear. It feeds on that, so I tried to be brave. One afternoon, I locked myself in my room, climbed onto my bunk bed, and surrounded myself with stuffed animals. That's when a voice came from under the bed. High-pitched, playful, wrong, like an adult pretending to sound like a child. I couldn't scream, I couldn't move. I climbed down slowly and asked, "What did you say?" Silence. Then I ran. One night, my mother fell asleep on the couch. Every toy in the house went off at once. Music, voices, laughter. Then bare feet slapped across the tile. A massive boom hit the sliding glass door. The blinds were bent inward. She called the police. They found nothing. No intruder. No footprints. A priest came. Candles were lit. Prayers were spoken. Nothing changed. When my father finally returned from deployment 8 months later, he felt it too. The cold corners. The footsteps. That constant sensation of something standing just behind you. We stayed 2 years in that house. When we packed to leave, my mother heard a woman's voice in the hallway, scolding a child. We never saw them.
We never found out what lived in that house. But sometimes I still wonder if it only showed itself after my father left. Was it waiting for him to go? Or making sure he never came back the same?